A revenge tour of that one loss state championship match to Luxembourg Casco wrestler Roen Carey, the Madison commit, UW-Madison.
And Carey, correction, looking for a second bi-state title, 3-time state runner-up. It kind of has that same, the Sullivan-Riley path, right, where you fall short a few times, and now this year, it looks like it's his to lose early on in the season. But a good test here against Bozile in the finals.
Oh, more than a test, Teague. I think this Roen Carey really cruising his way for the first 3 rounds, 2 pins and a tech fall, but kind of a little bit of a scare against Weigel from Bayport, Belmont Platteville, and Cole Bozile, Teague, quarterfinals and semifinals, sudden victory, 10-7, 4-1 victories to arrive here in the finals.
Yeah, keeping it close. And think about those close matches still. Steve. It looks like he still controls most of it. His match management is just at a higher level. Right now, good scramble right in the center of the stage. Carey hooks the ankle. Draws first metaphorical blood. Drawing first blood, not a great wrestling term to use.
Gee, I don't think Cole Bozile wrestled here last year, if I remember right.
Cole Bozile, I believe it was last year that he was fighting an injury.
Because he placed third at 132 pounds 2 years ago. Like you said, second last year at state. 3-time medalist, second, fourth, and sixth.
And Carey with a, hold that far elbow right now, thinking cradle for the time being.
Carey, 3-time state runner-up. We talked to Curtis Fiedler before the season. He said, I tell you what, there's no other kid that he's ever had that he's wanted to win a state championship who really deserves it more than Roen Carey. But here's something that's unbelievable, folks. The 2 wrestlers you're seeing on the stage, both seniors, between the 2 of them, 6 state medals.
Wow, absolutely impressive. And Carey, he has his 3 trips to the final. Bozile had to battle back from injury. Bozile, his state tournament freshman year was when he kind of caught our eye. Had a tough grouping, and as a freshman ended up making the 5th place match.
Taking home the 5th place medal with the fall.
Placing 6th at 126.
Right. Yeah, I do remember I cannot name any of the kids that are there, but I do remember that. We're like, who is this kid?
3rd place match, 0-0.
Roen Carey, I think, as a sophomore, lost to
3-0 up on the mat.
Kenosha St. Joseph's Koji Campbell.
Carey of Mineral Point, he brings in a 19-0 record. Bozile out of Oconto Falls, bringing a 14-1 record.
5th place match done already.
And Steve, I was going to say, Carey has his 3 seconds. How about Bozile? 6th, 4th, and 2nd. So almost the same journey that these 2 are going on, looking for their first state title.
Right. Yeah, I find it interesting, too. Bozile every year has moved up 1 weight class. And just like this year, 144 pounds. Carey scores first, up 3-0. Both wrestlers holding fast to the center of the mat. Carey in on that single. Bozile trying to throw.
We're going to see another 3-point Roen Carey win in this bi-state, Steve.
Carey's so controlled. Bit of blood time. Looks for the Oconto Falls wrestler. The team race, Chatfield, overall, like I said, really just running away with it.
Yeah,
Holman in second. Aquinas not far. The 2 local teams, not Aquinas and Holman, kind of duking out a little bit.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the divisional races as well. As it seems there's a little more drama in the middle this year, right? The champions maybe a little more well decided.
Chatfield looks to be a 2-time champ. Carey putting that contact back in. I don't know how they do that, because I attempted to wear contacts for a few times, and I'd have my daughter put them in. I couldn't get them in. Don't like things touching my eye, Teague. Yeah.
No, it kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies if that term's not outdated by 20 years.
No, you're good. You're good. I know what you mean. And us more people a little bit longer in the tooth know what you mean, so that's what's important. Bozile in on that sweep single. Carey does a great job. You see him use those hips, hip in, and knock Bozile back on his hindquarters.
I feel like wrestling Carey's just it's death by 1,000 paper cuts, right? Won't might pin you, could very well pin you when he's on top, but you just watch him wrestle on top. You just feel constricted almost the way he controls that. And Bozile.
And he's getting
gonna
some
pick up points on swipes. I think
he
that's
got three. That ties it up, Teague.
Oh, and Carey looking to hip over. Bozile grabs a hold of the leg. And we have a tie match, the near fall assessed. Maybe I spoke too soon, Steve.
Yeah, you see the ref doing a good job of communicating on that one. Sometimes points are awarded, and Carey might not have known that the three went against him and that it was tied.
So now 5-3. Bozile keeping it interesting. The big qualm now, though, Steve, can you get out on bottom from the Mineral Point senior?
You know, we say it every time we cover a Mineral Point team is don't get on the bottom of a Mineral Point wrestler, because I don't know how Mineral Point designs their practice, but it just seems like 75% of it is we're going to work on grinding the person into oblivion on top.
Man, Carey, just like that, 40 seconds to go. A three-time bi-state finalist.
And a tight one on mat number 3. Looks like it's going to end 1-0, Luke Kamish over Dylan Weigel of Belmont Platteville.
You guys that like their close matches.
Locked hands.
So 4-5, and Bozile has the ankle reversal. With 15 seconds to go, Carey needs to get out. He hips over, but he is down 1 right now, Steve. Needs to get hold of Bozile's head, and nothing yet. It is called. Roen Carey gave up the lead for a fleeting moment, but has ice in his veins and picks the reversal right back.
And Curtis Fiedler points to his heart and says, that's all heart. Not very often you see a walk-off last-second reversal to win a match.
7-6. Roen Carey over Bozile, and